So this is the project I'm working on today. Now I am probably going to be painting the bottom half. There is some veneer damage, but my biggest issue are the water spots on top. So I am going to show you my process of getting these out so that I can restain the top without having damaged spots. I've gone ahead and sanded this with an orbital sander, 180 grit, and you can see that some of the water spots have already come out. There's this big one right here, but I'm going to keep working on this because if I were to go over this with a wet rag, those dark spots will show up again, and they will show up through the stain if you're not sure to get them out. So my next step is grabbing a damp cloth. That paint is dry, it doesn't matter, and my iron, and I don't have to worry about creases. So if I go ahead and just iron over the spot that I need, I'm going over that dark spot only for about 10-15 seconds, and then I'm going to take it off. I'm going to let it sit for, another 10, 15, 20 seconds. And then I will take it off and take a look. Now I can see that that dark spot is already lightening up, and as it dries, it's going to get lighter and lighter. So I've gone ahead with the iron and damp cloth about 5 times, and I've taken it just about as far as I can. I don't think any more of those spots are going to come out, but you can see that they are almost gone. You'll also notice that the top is not quite evenly colored. It's because I've been working on this area. So once I'm sure that that stain is gone, I will go ahead and do another sanding to make sure that everything is smooth and even. But right now I am going to use a mixture of bleach and water to get the last remnants of these stains out. So what I'm doing now is putting bleach and water on the dark spots to try to bleach that out of the wood. I use household bleach and water. It's about a 1/4 cup bleach to 2.5 cups water. And I will put a little bit on here, let it soak in. I will give it about a half an hour, 45 minutes to dry. I will come out, take a look at it, and do it again. I will do this a few times until it is completely gone. So after bleaching a few times, it looks a lot better, but I can still see the outline and that little dark spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 180 grit, and I am going to sand the entire top to see if I can get it even, and hopefully the last of that stain comes out. So I went ahead and did my final run of sanding. So I used the orbital sander again, 180, 240, 320, and then 400. And you can see just ever so lightly that stain coming out. But I am going to be staining it early American, and you will not see that. In fact, pretty much any color you would restain this, you won't see it. It's just too light. If you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't notice it. Now, when you are sanding veneer, I should have said this earlier, make very sure that you do not sand through the veneer. That is very difficult to fix. Well, I just put the early American stain on top. It came out gorgeous. Normally this is my last step, but because I wanted to show you guys my process, I figured I would do this first before it gets too hot out here. So I will finish it with a wax, probably a beeswax. But you can tell there is no sign that there was ever any water stains on here. So this whole process, minus the waiting time for when you use the bleach and water, it's about a half an hour. So you could easily work on other projects while you were waiting for the bleach to do its thing. Hope this helps you guys. Thanks.